friends, my name is Marina Shepelsky. Today I want to talk about what to do if your USCIS petition or immigrant visa get denied, how to appeal, and how to do waivers. So the first thing we'll look at is what is the reason for denial. A common reason for denial of an I-485 application for a green card inside the United States or immigrant visa, the visa to come to US permanently outside of the United States, is misrepresentation or fraud, meaning something you put in your immigration forms either didn't match something else that the government knows about you, prior immigration forms you filed, or you omitted, you didn't put something in there that you should have put in there. Another reason for denial is criminal convictions, arrests, or like bad moral behavior, right? These are common reasons for denials, and the way to deal with this is to do a waiver in most cases. Sometimes if what they put is a complete mistake, then we appeal. But generally speaking, if what they're saying, what the government is saying is true and you didn't include something or you put down false information in the forms, we start thinking about an I-601 waiver of inadmissibility, because denials like that make you inadmissible, meaning you can't come in here. So to forgive that type of a mistake or violation, we usually start thinking about your USCIS case in terms of the hardship to the US citizen or green card holder petitioner and other US citizen and green card holder relatives you might have, and those are called qualifying relatives. So a spouse is usually the number one qualifying relative. Also, we look at parents who are citizens or green card holders and children who are green card holders or US citizens. Now, we start to focus on the hardship to them, meaning, do they have health problems? Do they have special needs? Do they have a special job that would make it impossible for them to move with you back to your home country? And based on that, we build your waiver. Of course, the waiver is the form itself, the I-601 form that you could see right here. It's just a sample. But the main part and why you need to hire an attorney is not so much the form itself, but what you need to put in the form and to attach to this form. The waiver first goes to USCIS and they will forward it to the consular post if it gets approved. Currently, the time for these waivers is something around 3 years. And I know that sounds like a really long time and a crazy long period to wait, but that's the reality. Between 1.5 to 3 years it might take to get this waiver approved by USCIS first. Now, what do we put into the waiver? We first start by building an affidavit or writing an affidavit, a personal statement from the qualifying relative, the US citizen spouse, and the kids. We start talking about why they have this extreme hardship. How would their life be if they had to move to the home country to be with you in case you stay denied and you can't come here? We talk about their health issues and how the medical system in your home country might be bad and they can't go there. We might talk about the job opportunities they have here, or maybe they're in school here and there's no such thing in your home country. We're going to talk about the ties they have to this country and having no ties in your home country. Notice how I didn't mention anything about you. Now, you can, and I usually recommend you should write a personal statement in support of your I-601, but your hardships, although you might have some, do not matter in this process. It's the hardships to the US citizen. The only thing we expect from you is to sort of admit an admission to the problem that was in the paper, saying, yes, it was me, I misrepresented, or I forgot, I didn't know, whatever. It's my mistake, I'm very sorry, I apologize to USCIS, and talk about your relationship, how close you are to the qualifying relative, that you care about them, and beg USCIS in their interest to forgive you for your transgression. We also can include things like how have you rehabilitated yourself? Maybe you go to church, maybe you go to a mosque, to a synagogue, you're a volunteer, you go to a community center, maybe you have a job where you take care of the elderly or whatever, basically to make you look like a good person and to consider your apology. But the focus of this process is on the statements and the paperwork to prove whatever they say of your U.S. citizen petitioner, children, or parents. So if we say that you are a caretaker for an elderly parent, we want to get some paperwork from the doctor about their medical problems. How are you their caretaker? If it's your children, you're a caretaker for some, let's say you have a child with autism or other special needs. Again, we want their school IEP report, medical letters, a letter from psychologist. I always recommend that the USC spouse and kids go to a psychologist for an evaluation, and the psychologist should ask them what they feel about you leaving or having to follow you to your home country. And a psychologist letter would be super important in this process. So this is the type of case we built for you. And then after all of that, we will write an attorney memorandum of law discussing the facts of your case, but also listing for the government the cases and the statutes, the things that say under the law that you're eligible for this waiver. Then we put this package together and we submit it to USCIS. In certain cases, once we have the receipt number and it's confirmed that they received this package, we can even ask to expedite it by emailing them and uploading the package through the current system, USCIS, Emma bot, the chat bot, or calling them, requesting an expedite. But in my experience, it has to be a truly emergency situation or something like a life or death situation with medical records that would make them expedite or make your case go faster, because as I mentioned, it's at least a year and a half to up to 3 years on the average for the I-601 waiver to be approved. I hope this video is helpful to you and people that you might share this with. Thank you for watching. Please give us a call if you'd like to talk about your own situation. Remember, with the immigrant visa cases, you have up to 1 year to file the I-601 waiver and wait for the results from the denial, up to 1 year. Give us a call for your consultation. We're here for you. We have a great lawyer team ready to help you get your American dream and become legalized in the United States. Stay tuned for more videos. Become a subscriber on this channel and hit the little heart below, the thumbs up if you like this video. Thank you.